All right, here I am with Jeremy Goldberg. We're inside the inner sanctum. First look, Cape Ann Brewing.
This is the first look, actually. This is the first cameras that have been in here, other than our own for later on showing in slideshows.
Part two.
Part two.
This is a big space. How many square feet of pub space is there here?
Surprisingly, it's not too much more than the old place, but it's just a much better layout. We're not taking up some of our pub space with things such as bathrooms, and we don't have bathrooms, no. But we're not taking up with my office space. We have an office up in the city, so we're using our space better. It's also wider, and as I'm sure Joe will show you later, we have beautiful bay windows looking out onto the working harbor here on Rogers Street. So it's about, I'd say we have about 1,700 to 2,000 square feet of bar space.
I'm not sure there's a more visible spot when someone comes from out of town down Washington Street. I don't know that there's a more visible spot than when they turn that corner and they see the big windows. Is there going to be tanks in the front windows?
Oh yeah, we're going to have we put in that dormer, so now we have facing Rogers Street. You're going to see the backs of our fermenting tanks, our horizontal conditioning and aging tanks. You'll be able to see a little bit inside the brewery as well. It's just, and we're right at the heart of Gloucester. We like to think we're going to be the welcoming committee, because right when you drive down Washington Street into town, first thing you're going to see is the brewery.
Plenty of parking at St. Peter's Park.
Yes, sir.
Walking distance. I guess you're all of 15 steps to the park to free parking.
Yep, and you can still see the old brewery.
I know, you can still see the old brewery from here. So why don't you bring people up to date where Cape Ann Brewing stands in the permitting process? How far away do you perceive all this to happen?
We are very close. We are past almost all the permitting process, except we have in fact tonight is our meeting with the local liquor commission, and we have our state and federal permission to brew here. So today was the first day we brewed. Right behind that window, you can actually see some of our brew equipment, which is another added benefit of the new place. You have right behind the bar a window just right onto the brewery, so you'll be able to see Dylan, the brewer, my assistant, working every day. And so we're now officially brewing here. We're just waiting for the licensing commission to give us the right to pour beer here.
In the construction phase, how far away are you? If say you got all the permits tonight, everything was to go, what are you forecasting?
If we had our permit tonight, we'd be open on Friday.
Really? Holy mackerel!
Yeah, we have a lot of finishing work, but we would be hustling it up.
That's amazing. Wow.
If we had our license, so.
Are you going to bring in those big long tables, the like community style tables?
Yep. We are still, the thought process behind it is back in the Middle Ages, and the community meeting hall were the breweries, and that was kind of what we wanted to have at the old place, and what we're going to bring here as well. Big long tables. We're actually going to have a full menu at this location. We have a kitchen right back there, but still it's going to be the same situation. Big communal tables, big beer hall style tables.
I like the whole concept. You can view the brewing process from the bar.
Yep.
You can view the cooking process. There's no hiding anything. This is all like right here. You can see exactly what's going on. What can you? I know you don't know the whole menu because you guys are working on the menu with a new chef and everything.
Yep.
But are there a general idea that some of the types of items that you're going to have in the menu?
It's comfort food, what we like to think of it as. We're trying to offer a good number of seafood dishes that aren't necessarily the typical seafood fare that you're going to get. We're offering. It's just.
You're going to have a burger on the menu?
We're going to have a burger.
Nice, okay.
We're going to have a buffalo chicken sandwich that we're going to focus on one of the flavors of the buffalo sauce we're going to use is from a Portuguese hot sauce. So it's kind of bringing in some of the local flavor as well. We're going to have bratwurst. We're going to have, as I said, we're going to have, on the entrees, we're going to have about 4 seafood dishes, one of which would be a scored flounder, which is a whole flounder, fried, scored into diamond shapes, and very easy to eat. It's It's a great, it tastes great, and it's a great vision of a whole, because when you're done with it, you're just left with a stack of bones. It's really great. We're gonna have our chef, one of her fortes, our chef is Christine Maybe, and one of her fortes are what she calls her diva chips, and they're basically fried potato chips that we do here at the pub, and we're going to offer them in different ways with like maybe a blue cheese dressing on top of them, in a kind of nachos style, and those are going to be on the sides of all of our dishes as well, all of our sandwich dishes. For sandwiches, we're going to have portobello mushroom, sauteed portobello mushroom, the burger, the buffalo chicken, bratwurst sandwich, and a few other things. I want to keep you guys something to look forward to. But
there you go.
And we're also focusing on a lot of appetizers as well. Things that you can pick at, because again, communal seating will be really something that'll focus on that as well.
All right, I'm gonna pick up the camera now, and now it's gonna get a little fuzzy, but we're gonna because we don't have great light right now, but I'm gonna give people. We have really high ceilings with wood paneled. Was that pine?
Yep.
And a long bar. The bar's got to be at least twice as long as the old bar. So you're gonna have plenty of room. You're gonna have some TVs in here, I imagine.
We have one already up there. We got two 55-inch televisions. We're gonna have the 46 that we have in the old place, and the little one as well that we had at the old place. So we're gonna have 4 televisions. We have a nice sound system.
Now I'm gonna come out here, and I don't know how well this is gonna translate with the very little light, but can you shine that outside right now, Jeremy?
Try.
You could try a little bit, but yeah, there is gonna be a huge deck. There's gonna be just a huge. They're building it right now, but it overlooks the working waterfront. Great views. All the lobster boats, the dories, the international dory race boats, and there's a harbor walk that goes right in front of this space. So there's not, I mean, Lat 43 is a great place, Gloucester House is a good place, and this place, you're gonna have a lot of great choices, but this place here and Lat 43 being side by side, this is probably going to be the heart, well, all of Gloucester is really a hub of great food and great dining options, but this is going to be a place in the summertime that I imagine is just going to be completely fantastic as far as enjoying the working waterfront, eating and dining local flavor right here. All right, Jeremy, thank you so much.
No problem, thank you.
You've always been good to Good Morning Gloucester, for giving us the first looks, and we'll continue our tradition.
Well, thanks very much, and I always appreciate you coming out, Johnny.
All right, Bob.